Hello and welcome to Spiritu Inspiratus, the official podcast of Hazelwood School. I'm Henry, your host, a proud alumni and now the performing arts technician here at Hazelwood. This podcast is all about celebrating the spirit of our school, its opportunities, the community and the vibrant life that happens every day here. Together we'll shine a light on the people, the passions and projects that make Hazelwood so special, guided by our motto Spiritu Inspiratus, which literally means lungfuls of inspiration in Latin. So whether you're a student, a parent, a teacher, or simply curious about Hazelwood, join us as we explore the heart of our school and share the stories that inspire. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're turning our attention to the world of creativity, expression and art with our very special guest, Kate Tullett, Head of Art.
Hi, Henry.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
So Kate is one of the longest standing teachers here at Hazelwood, and there's a reason for that. She is one of the most bright, bubbly people around and really takes everything she does in her stride. And I think that's what makes Kate so special to us here at Hazelwood. So what got you into art and what got you where you are today?
Well, I am a very dramatic person. And when I was growing up, I wanted to do drama. And I applied to do drama at university. And the university at the time wrote me a letter quite randomly out of the blue saying, I'm really sorry that the human movement and drama course is full, but, in capital letters, but we are trying to encourage women to teach art, design and technology. And we see that you have got a GCSE in design and technology. So maybe you may be interested in that. So I thought, you know what? Why not? And I went for it. And I did it.
And as they say, the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
What would you say to a student that said, I'm not good at art?
Well, you used to be one of my students, Henry. I don't believe that anybody is good at... no, I don't believe that nobody is good at art. Is that right? As in, I believe there is an artist in everybody, whether it's making a mark on a page to producing, like, works that sells. It's so subjective. There is an artist amongst everybody. When we're born, we are born free and we create things and we tell our parents that this picture that I've just scribbled down on a piece of paper is a jamboree, grandma eating tea with a hippo. And you'll go, yeah, isn't it? And then gradually as we get older, we get more narrower and narrower. We are squashed by society and what other people influence us on and try and squash us. And then we suddenly believe that drawing or painting or art is so subjective. And if you look at artists that exist in the world right now, I mean, somebody stuck a banana on a wall with a piece of gaffer tape and it sold, first time it sold for something like £125,000, which is mad bonkers.
It was my first big expenditure, that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, that's what somebody classes as art. Or Tracy Emin, who does gets depressed and lies in a bed for however 4 months and then declares that is a piece of art. So art stirs an emotion in you, and as long as people are talking about it, that's the emotion that they're kind of talking about. And anybody can be an artist, you know? It's like everybody does have to think creatively. It's just how they see it.
And express it.
And express it. Art is an expression, really. Whereas I find as a teacher, the older the people are that I teach, the more they believe that a good artist is somebody that can copy a photograph.
Absolutely.
Which is not what it's about.
No, absolutely not. And I mean, if we talk about actually ways we express it, is all these different mediums, which I think is really, really exciting. And I think as an artist yourself, Kate, and I have worked with Kate over the years, you know, you have such a great toolkit of mediums you work from, whether that be mixed medium, acrylics, water-based, like you can really kind of experiment and discover through art. So how do you find different mediums, and is the process similar or the same, or how do you create? What's that process like?
I think it's a spark of inspiration. I mean, I start a lot of my work in a classroom, to be honest, where I'm showing them a different technique, and then I go away and it may be a day, the same day, a week, a year, or 5 years, I'll come back to it and I'll create a piece of art from that piece that I've sampled. So I look at a lot of other people's work, and I go to galleries, read things online, I look at it on Instagram for ideas, and if I like it, something grabs my attention, I go, ooh, let's try that, and I will research it and do it, and that's part of the learning process as well. Is everything that you do in art should not be thrown in the bin, because it shows that you've experimented in that, especially when it comes to GCSE.
And exploring.
Yeah, exploring.
So, one of the big opportunities we have here each year at Hazelwood is our beautiful art exhibition.
Yes.
And that's a great way to showcase all these different mediums, whether that be graphics, DT, art, and working collaboratively between those. What would you say as a space to explore and something to have a look at?
Well, the space is filled with 3 teachers who teach a subject that all teach it very differently. And it shows that the diversity of the 3 subjects together marry together very well. Because you've got Mr. Hayes in graphics, who likes everything neat, and he gets them out to make sure they're all level and there's lots of space around it. So we get Dan to do that bit, and then Hella kind of constructs in a DT way all the creativity that she has done, and then I come in at the last minute and go and put mine up. And it is very powerful for all 3 of those.
Work so beautifully together.
Yeah, they work so beautifully together, because you don't realise that Dan's taken 150 hours to do his that, and I've taken 10 minutes. But that's how it genuinely, that is how it works.
Absolutely.
And it shows that those three types of subjects, I mean, there's so many.
Such a beautiful mix together.
Yeah, it just shows you how diverse you can be and how they really work together. And the kids get all 3 of those in rotations in 7 and 8. And then, thank God they don't have to choose of which one is their favourite.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's great that we give those that amount of opportunity.
Yeah.
So thank you very, very much, Kate, for coming on today. And thank you very much for listening to Spiritu Inspiratus. I hope you really enjoyed and be able to get something out of this episode and explore what art is looking like at Hazelwood. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.